Hello everyone, welcome to Jargus Ranger Review. This time we'll be looking at the 13th episode of Dino Charge, Sink or Swim. Now I started this one out with Wrench making a bomb for Sledge. What he's going to use it for, we don't know yet. But to assist him, he's going to give him a monster called Smokescreen. And he can fart out red fog. And yes, it's a terrible thing. Of course, these two don't get along together at all. But Sledge is making them work together, so they better do it fast. Now back on Earth, the museum is doing a fossil fun day for the kids. And Kendall is all edgy about it, just hoping it goes perfectly well, everyone helping out. So that's one thing. But outside, Tyler shows up wearing a nice brown jacket, shows it off to Shelby. He seems excited, but she's not interested. I mean, she said it looked good. He thought it meant on him, but only on the mannequin. Yet, I have to admit, it doesn't look that good on top of his usual red. It just looks okay. But not everyone is disappointing the Red Ranger because a kid walks over and is liking his truck. So before we can really detail how cool it is to this little guy, they hear a noise and Ivan is showing up on a horse in a complete suit of armor. And like everyone is just gawking at it and taking pictures. Completely amazed. Even Shelby says he's like out of a romance novel. Tyler was just annoyed, and Chase, his reaction is the best. He's just completely amused by it. And Ivan's just playing it cool, saying, "Well, I've come prepared for battle." There is no battle yet, idiot. And during this distracting scene, Wrench and Smokescreen hide their big-ass bomb inside the back of Tyler's truck, among everything else. And Kendall does the realistic thing and says that Ivan needs more modern clothing, to which Shelby volunteers enthusiastically and jumps on the back of his horse with him. And to add insult to injury, or maybe just injury to injury, to his pride, Ivan's like, "Why don't you go along and take everyone else to the park in your motorized buggy?" Yeah, these two aren't going to get along very well, are they? But as soon as they took off, our two bumbling villains realize a fatal error. They forgot to set the timer on their bomb. So now they have to chase them again. During that fossil fun day, right at the entrance, they notice that there's a muddy spot having people walk around it. That isn't until Ivan shows up with Shelby in a completely new wardrobe, topped off with that same jacket, which looks a lot better on him, mainly because it's on top of fancier clothes than Tyler's red t-shirt. Of course, Tyler, feeling some jealousy, has a good trick to play on an overly chivalrous night. There's an old woman coming through, and he asks Ivan to help her get through the muddy spot. What better way than taking that jacket off and having her walk over it? And to further capitalize on this, Tyler rushes through a bunch of other people that go through the entrance, forcing everyone to stomp all over his fancy new jacket. Even the dog walks over it. And Ivan is just struggling to have an entirely calm demeanor the whole time, just saying, well played indeed. I gotta love the way he acts. And everyone else is staring and is like, what the hell is wrong with those two guys? Well, they're giving me a good shot, I can say that much. But our fun is short-lived because then the stinky red fog comes, disgusting everybody. At which point our two enemies set the timer, but get caught by the Rangers. So Ivan and Tyler try to jump and fight him, but only end up wrestling with each other. Fortunately, Riley saw him go into bushes, and they go after him. Except for Wrench. He escapes into a pod, leaving Smokescreen on his own. Now, even at threats, these two are trying to one-up each other when facing the monster. But he don't got time for this shit, he just tells him to morph already. Now, if you were a smart bad guy, you would have blasted them while they were arguing. Well, we sure know what your fate's gonna be then. So they fight him along with all the Vivics. But eventually, it just leaves our red and gold together. And Ivan just says he just can't compete with it, but they need to work together. You know, with Ivan's supposedly charming perfection. And Ivan getting a little full of himself, he says, "It's true, I am the complete package, but you're the Red Ranger, you're supposed to lead us." These two aren't gonna get along quite just yet. So they finally join forces and attack each other. It sends Smokescreen rolling up a hill, and then it rolls right back down them when the Rangers all attack it. And then the blabbermouth lets it slip that there's a bomb about to go off. You know, instead of waiting out and just retreating shortly before it goes off. Damn, these fights, they talk a lot instead of trying to do some real action. At least did some interesting lines here and there. Never thought it'd end up being a plot point for once. But finally they decided just screw it. They used Dino Spike and Ivan's Saber Strike just to finish him off. But unfortunately, Kendall is dealing with the kids. Unfortunately, they can't reach her because of that. They're warned about the bomb somewhere. So 4 of our Rangers go off looking for her and the bomb. Meanwhile, Tyler is in the Dino Charge Megazord fighting him because he grows, of course. But Ivan runs off, saying that he has an idea. Your idea should be to help with the fight or the search. And Smokescreen gets a serpent-like body below him. He's even faster than the Megazord. So Ivan just flies in his Zord. He could have just done that from the beginning, you know. And they combine his Zords to make the Tri-Stigmatero formation. And that's a mouthful. And Ivan says he's gonna slay the dragon. You're just really playing this up, aren't you? So while they're fighting, they finally find the bomb, but Sledge stops them by making it grow, making it powerful enough to really blow up this city. So they can't really do a thing about that now. Fortunately, the other battle is going well. The new Megazord just kicks Smokescreen through a mountain, and it's just a saber slash that just comes down from above and slices through it, and that was a really good finishing move. But wait, they have a bomb to deal with, so it grabs it and flies up, straight towards Sledge's warship above, and they toss it right at it. So his whole team is freaking out what to do, and it's just firing lasers trying to destroy the bomb, and explodes in nearly point blank range in front of it. So it shakes them up a little bit, as it should. You just had a bomb blow up in your face. And poor Sandra noticed that Sledge is getting angry and that excites her. So all is back to normal. Actually, even better. Back on Earth inside the little restaurant inside the museum, Ivan's there with the other Rangers with a package, looking for Ivan. Then Ivan comes and gives Tyler a very nice sandwich, and grilled cheese for the rest of them. And which, as an apology, Tyler has got him a new jacket. And he does admit it looks better on him. So they're friends now. And I even suggest taking a selfie with the Red Ranger, to which everyone is surprised. So it ends off with a few pictures, with Coda photobombing some of them, which made for one good laugh to end the episode. Overall, this episode was pretty good. Not as good as the last one, which had a lot of great moments in it, because really it stuck to one theme. The differences ruining teamwork. And for the case of our villains, one just abandoned it altogether, and they kinda got screwed out because of that. With the Rangers, it's more like a jealousy sort of thing with Tyler. It's a little petty, but it's such an extreme difference between the two, just because of the way Ivan is from a different age, and everyone's impressed by his manner of talking, then Tyler just being average, trying to upshow him. It's a back and forth between them, but they show that they can resolve the differences and work together, and that's why they won. I mean, even Sledge laying a hand was a little too late when he grew the bomb, though it did make for an exciting finish. Overall, it still wasn't a bad episode. I'd recommend trying it if you like seeing Ivan in action, which I don't know anyone who doesn't yet. And we're also seeing Ivan starting to normalize to the modern day, a lot more quickly than Coda seems to be. And I'd love to see more character development on Coda's side, because we've seen a lot with Shelby, and who knows, we might see a lot more of the way that both Tyler and Ivan seem to be getting close to her. But we'll have to find out as time goes on. But that's all for this time. I'm Jargus, and thanks for watching. And until we meet again, let the power protect you.